We were playing Virginia Tech, a team that, you know, I can't think of the last time that we had lost to them on our home floor.
We obviously had been hit with a little adversity. Alyssa Thomas, our go-to player, didn't play in the game, so had to make some adjustments.
We didn't come out with a ton of confidence.
Right now they're playing tougher than us. Shot goes up, they're ripping rebounds out of your hand.
They kind of got some confidence early and made some shots early.
Just, you know, let their best player get a lot of confidence early. Actually went off for 31 points.
We got some separation in the second half. But they reeled us back in. And ultimately, towards the end of the game, got a lead on us, and we weren't able to overcome it.
Let a visiting team come into your own building and beat you.
Great lesson when you let people come in and get confidence in your own building.
We all want to win at everything, so when we do lose, you know, it was a terrible feeling. Probably one of the worst feelings I've felt in a really, really long time, because we felt that we should have won this game, and we should have won it easily.
Well, after the game, you know, the coaches all meet first and, you know, try to, you know, wrap, you know, some answers around what just took place.
They couldn't even put the ball in the basket tonight.
Conyers took us to the damn rim. Conyers took us to the rim.
This is tough. This is. I'm not as angry as you. I'm just so disappointed.
Obviously, a lot of disappointment, disgust. You know, everybody had a range of emotions, and I, you know, pretty much sat back and kind of let everyone kind of voice, you know, their opinion.
It's good that we get our little 10 minutes to get ourselves together, collect our thoughts, and then take it to our team.
You know, obviously you always come into locker rooms with different emotions. I think for me personally, it was more of disappointment and sadness.
This will be a defining point of our season. Which direction we decide to go in as a team. This game. Mark my words. I don't think I've cared about a team more to be so disappointed in a team to watch what took place tonight. And you know what? It was due. It was due. We've talked about it. We've talked about this. We've talked about every team that's coming in here with a target on your back. You didn't deserve it. 20 turnovers. We weren't ready to play. You know, you take the heart and soul out of the locker room, and then what happens? What happens?
You put all this preparation behind the scenes and countless hours for them to go out and represent your family name. And, you know, then for them to kind of, you know, go out and lay an egg, you know, to, you know, not hold up to a standard that we're used to holding up, it's you know, discouraging.
Okay, we're the ones behind the scenes that are working relentlessly for this program. Because you know what, it matters. Every single day to us, it matters. We're flying in, you know, from one airplane, getting up early, exhausted. Exhausted. I can't give you any more. I can't.
Because she got emotional, and it was really good for them to see, just for them to understand how much work we all put into getting ready for a game. And it's really good for them to see that.
Well, you know, the North Carolina experience, you know, we saw the will to win. You know, when we put our mind to something, this team can be a really dangerous team. And, you know, I really honestly believe we can't be beat.
And I'm telling you, there is nobody who can beat you.
You know, I think you can also see how vulnerable you are in sports. And you're only as good as your last game. And, you know, nobody cares what you did yesterday because it's on to today, and what have you done for me lately?
Sports is very humbling. When you feel that you are on a high, it can come back and slap you right in your face and let you know that you have to continue to work hard. You got to continue to push yourself to be better. As I always say, you can always better your best.
What are you going to do in tough times? What are you going to do? Defining moment for you.
And when it turned to the girls, it was really good that the girls had, all of them had some really, really nice things to say.
Everybody has something to do with that today. Everybody.
I was really proud of Lynetta Kaiser. I thought, she was the first one to, really take responsibility and own up to her mistakes. I mean, I really felt like, she understands the big picture.
It's on our home court, though. On our home court. We so much better than this.
She was very passionate when she talked to the team, the coaches, and fully accepted responsibility. And when you have a senior step up and provide that kind of leadership and communication, it's a great thing to be able to see. And she challenged her teammates.
Come on, we better than this, man.
She challenged everyone in terms of accepting responsibility and trying to move forward. And I thought she was, it was very heartfelt and very passionate for each other.
What? I'm not going out like this. Not my last year.
It's a big step when you accept responsibility, and I appreciate you saying that. Anyone else?
And push the time. We talk.
Tiana, obviously backed up, what Lynetta had to say, and then, talked about, actions speak more than words.
All depends on what we do on the floor. If we're not going to do it, then talking means nothing.
Essence was really, really good to be able to see, the insight that she has, every day, from the bench, and, to be able to see through her lens, that this team needs leadership. I thought it was very mature of her to make the statements that she did in terms of, accepting responsibility that this team needs to get better and improve.
Difficult. And so I apologize when I got my chance today to start. I was so excited and so ready to play, and I came out and I choked. Straight up, I choked. That's what happened. And I started us off on the wrong foot. I had a turnover, I had a foul, and that's my fault. There's great people in this locker room. I don't think I've cared about a team more than I've cared about y'all. And I've been on some good teams with some great players. And I can honestly say that once I leave here, I will want to stay in contact with each and every one of you for the rest of my life.
Just looking in the mirror at themselves. We're going to look at ourselves and say, you know what, I have to do better. I have to stop cutting corners. I have to make sure I dot my I's and cross my T's. So that's the part, hopefully that our players will get when they go back to their rooms tonight.
Alyssa, it took her, obviously, a lot of teammates first to speak before she could get out what she wanted to say.
That's the hardest thing, man. I don't like talking. I don't like to show emotion.
Alyssa isn't someone who lets her guard down very easily or shows the kind of emotions that she showed in the locker room. But when she spoke, it was powerful.
That I can't sit and watch that kind of stuff. I want to be on the floor, but I have to sit because of this. I go so hard because I want to do good for you guys. I want the senior class to go out with the championship. That's why I play so hard. My knees are approved. You guys see how many cuts, how many times I'm bleeding because I'm playing hard because I want to win for you guys.
Just how hard she plays, leaves everything out on the floor. The fact that she wasn't able to, provide anything from a basketball end for her teammates tonight, and obviously just spoke from the heart.
You guys did not want it today at all, and it's so hard to watch.
Matt Noble with you. Glad you made us part of your Thursday evening activities, and the first time the Terps have taken the floor since last Thursday when Virginia Tech came in here and shocked the Terrapins last Thursday night. The Terps with a week off, a lot of time to think about that game where things just did not go well for Brenda Freese's ball club.
Talk about, last week, after you lose, Virginia Tech, a team that was unranked, you talk about having a whole week to fester on a bad loss.
But the loss against Virginia Tech, it's like it was one of those Twilight Zone type moments. But my wife handles everything remarkably well. In her mind, no loss is fatal, no victory is final. So she kind of moves on from things. She doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low, but yet with that in mind, she knew that they had to come out and perform tonight and play well, and she wanted to see them get back to where they should be.
What was the importance of getting out to a fast start after, the disappointing loss last week to really kind of get the second half of your ACC schedule started?
Yeah, obviously we've worked extremely hard since that game, and understanding the importance of how you start and coming out with great energy and intensity, and I thought we did that. I thought we were really inspired and played extremely hard.
Mincy for three, good. Nothing but net for Morgan Mincy. Thomas, the foul line jumper. 8 quick points for Alyssa Thomas. Kaiser to the basket, scores in his foul.
What I like was that everybody contributed and brought something, great to the table tonight. And I thought, the first 20 minutes of the game, we talk about being 12 strong, and every single player contributed, great energy and intensity to start the game. I thought probably one of the best 20 minutes that we've played all season long, and it's very exciting. It started with our defense. I thought our energy was tremendous, on the defensive end, which led to everything else.
This is Alyssa Thomas following the steal, and another score for Alyssa.
I think, obviously, our job is to continue to push and get better and improve, and definitely very happy with the first half, and played at a level that I feel like we should be able to play at all the time. And so that's the next step for this team, is to be able to go out and sustain it and play 40 minutes and then be consistent. And that's where we're trying to get to, is a consistency factor. When we practice that hard in our games, then it becomes second nature, and that's where we're trying to get to.
Convert, buzzer sounds, and the ball game is over. A season high 10 3-pointers for the Terps. A perfect, or not a perfect, but an almost perfect 12 of 14 from the foul line tonight, as the Terrapins blow out Boston College 86-44.
I'm Phil Fabrizio, photographer with Sugarloaf Photography. I've been photographing University of Maryland women's basketball for a little while. I'm a sports portrait photographer, and I try to find those situations in which someone just kind of stands out in the crowd. I like being a photographer because this brings me in contact with so many different situations. Good, bad, whatever, they're the best moments in life. I get a little slice of life moment for those, not only myself, but for the individuals that are there. It's not necessarily monetary, it's more a personal reward. That, for me, is the reason why I got into the business. The first photo I want to show you is of center Alicia Devon. The reason why I like this photo, and I shoot a lot of wide photos, is that I've got 6 people within the red zone. I've got Alicia going up strong towards the basket. Great shot, action shot of underneath the basket. Great type of photo. Next photo is of Alyssa Thomas. This one is another classic kind of portrait photo that indicates that she has basically the eyes on the prize. Great lighting of Alyssa on this as she goes strong up towards the basket. Looks good and quite well framed in the entire photograph. Next photo is of the coaching staff. And in this one photo, I call it, these are the days to remember. And look at the smiles on their faces, particularly with Tina Langley. I mean, she's got that great surprise expression, and the rest of the coaching staff is laughing. Something's going on in the court, and it brings to all their attention, and you can tell by the rolled up stat sheet that Tina has in her hands, she's pointing right towards it. Love that shot, great shot. Next photo. This one is just kind of, I like the photo, and the fact of the matter is that here Essence Townsend is ready to make a hook shot. And the only reason why I actually like this photo is because as a kid, I liked that hook shot, and I always made a hook shot, or tried to make the hook shot. In this case, Essence does it right and does it well. Next photo is of Sequoia Austin and Tiana Hawkins. Tiana's got a surprised look on her face, like she's met the floor. It's not the first time she's met the floor, but who's the first one there? Always, no matter where their people or the play is on the floor, Sequoia is going to be out there cheering, and in this instant, she has a look of concern on her face. It's fantastic. It goes right through the clasp of the hand, right all the way to the eyes of Tiana. It's great. She's ready. She's ready to pull her up and pull her back up off the floor. Next photo is my favorite of all the photos that I'm showing today. It is one that I had in color and I manipulated. I did a little bit of black and white and a little bit of digital darkroom to this photo, but it serves a purpose. And in this instance, the purpose is the hands. I'm big on hand-eye coordination, but I wanted you to take a look at the way that Coach Freeze has her hands. She's got the left hand outstretched in one fashion, and then at the same time has her right hand behind Mosley, grabbing jersey and pulling it in ever so slightly. In color, it doesn't quite show up, but in black and white, when you convert that to black and white and you show the bend in the jersey, she brings Mosley in, kind of tight, just a little bit as you press in the middle of the back, but then at the same time, she's got that left hand outstretched like something's going on out in the court. In the meantime, the black and white strikes out everybody in the background. They're on their own, they're doing their own business, but the whole center of that business is right there. And the little red 3 brings everybody's attention to the hand and the number 3 into Mosley. Great coaching moment. Next shot is just a fun shot. And you gotta understand my perspective on this. I'm a student of just not basketball, but a student of fashion, good fashion. And to me, this shot of Dave Adkins. In this instance, Dave comes up and stands in front of me at halftime, and I just focus on the Glen Plaid pants. I got about 12 different suits over my career where I wore Glen Plaid, and I still have 3 Glen Plaid suits in my closet. But in this instance, take a look at the Glen Plaid. It's perfect. It hits the vamp of his shoe and the top of his shoe. His shoes are polished. There's not a scuff mark on those shoes. And then the actual look on the crease of the pants, it's just pressed perfectly. So it's a fun shot. And what you do there, though, is that it reminded me of Warren Zevon's song, Werewolves in London. He said, in the line in that song was, you know, I'd like to meet his tailor. Dave, I'd like to meet your tailor. The next series of photos is going to be of Tiana Hawkins' record-breaking game against Wake Forest. 24 rebounds for a Maryland player in a game. That night she wrote herself into the Maryland history books. Tiana's 24th rebound occurred when she took an offensive shot and she fouled the ball back up and got the rebound. And in the background you can see Essence Townsend getting ready to applaud. Sequoia Austin but the first one was the greeter. And they there chest bump each other, and the great expression of Sequoia. Then, very sheepishly, Tiana turns around, and my camera catches her as she just turns and looks basically right at the camera, and she's got this little sheepish smile on her face like, uh-oh, what did I do? Lastly, I think it sinks in. She's done something great, and there comes this huge smile on her face. And what is perhaps even a little bit more memorable is take a look in the background. Here's the coach for Wake Forest. His shoulders looked a little bit shrugged, and he's now just witnessed a record. It was the night that Tiana had. I hope you enjoyed the photos. This is Phil Fabrizio for Under the Shell. Hope to see you soon.
Riderwood is a retirement community, and you know, Jack and Judy Zane are 2 really loyal Maryland supporters of the athletic program as well as our team.
I'm a resident of Riderwood. I worked at the University of Maryland, graduate, spent 48 years traveling with the teams.
They had approached us, years ago, in regards to developing a relationship with the retirement center, and It's been, just a terrific, relationship that we've had with them.
This is our team.
We go over there once a year and, take our time and, perform or, it's just a terrific day when we go over and spend time with them.
All people at Briarwood love to see the young people, and they are so impressed with how these girls have such good manners, speak so well.
And especially at the question and answer session.
Alicia, how many siblings do you have?
12.
And when they get up at the foul line and they miss the basket, I would feel if I were coach, they would sit in on that line till they turned gray.
That is always hilarious. And the players are really shocked because they have no idea that all these old folks really do follow their team. To find out that Kim Rogers is already working on a master's, that Angela is going to continue her advanced degree, that all the girls really do have plans.
I was just curious as to whether
They, touch our lives way more than we probably impact theirs, but just, to see that dynamic for our players, to be able to give back is, truly what it's all about. And, that's been a special, relationship that we've really enjoyed throughout the years.
are really very